you know, the right spot, you're in the wrong spot. So that's probably more a driving comment than anything else. But it's just something to think about as well. Like if I'm here and G-Pup's a little bit forward to get damage off, which is fine, it's all good. Just watch where the center of their damage is, the center of their mass is.
So Reapers are going to have to go Unga Bunga, right?
Yeah, correct.
But Unga Bunga will be what Floz is doing. So as long as you're following Floz, you'll be in the right position. It's like when we say that, it's like that's the group's style, not necessarily how you need to play as an individual.
No, I'm just thinking if Floz is going to be standing off to the side of the Venn diagrams, the Reapers can't do damage from that far, right? We've kind of got to be in the stack.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is like, if the Hallowed is the damage, and the middle of the Hallowed is the stack, we can stand like here, right? As opposed to being here. You're still
Like you'll be in
gonna
range, but you're in range
yeah.
of the... Yeah, you'll be in range of the edge of the group, not the center of the group.
But that is more of a positional thing for me to do than it is for you guys to do.
TLDR, just follow Floz still.
And flaws just get good.
Sure.
So, with that said, from a bunker perspective, I'm just going to call bunker in 5 seconds, and I want us to just use the bunker skills. I don't mind where we're standing, I just want to see it go down. So we're going to go bunker in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the whole group on the engage, this is where we start to bomb now, is going into it with an extra 10k health, right? 50% damage reduction. We just fucking can hit, and then our next barriers are going to be starting to come out now with our function gyros, our flock relics, that sort of thing. So we just keep that moving the whole time. We just start using that shit off cooldown. We have stab, we have hallowed, we push in, we hold that damage.
Yeah, and sorry, bunker means get all the damage mitigation stuff out, not sit here and bunker and do damage.
Yeah, if that's confusing, I can change the call.
No, I'm just clarifying.
In that instance, yes, it does. I think it probably will lead to confusion in the future, so we should probably change what it's called. But like,
Because I've always thought of bunker as just sit in there, stank, bunker here, bunker down kind of thing, but...
Just call it barrier.
Call it barrier.
Or barrier.
So,
Yeah,
so to clarify,
So when you
I
call
do not
barrier,
drop bomb.
I think you should. I don't know why we wouldn't drop bomb. I think both wells go.
The only reason I would consider maybe not is because at that moment Herald's not going to have its ability to burst as hard as it would normally. So like, if you held like for another couple, well, you know what? Fuck it, just do it. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think.
Because I mean, as soon as we see them and we've dodged through, we're turning straight back into them. That's everyone knows that's the time to barrier.
Yes,
Wells are going to come out straight away. We're going straight in for damage.
Yeah. So essentially, our bomb call, the precursor to our bomb, is our barrier, because they will bomb when we bomb them.
So what's the call again? Barrier or bunker?
I will call barrier, and then we'll push in for the bomb, right? So it will be okay. We're moving here. Late's coming. We're going to cross through and turn, ready for barriers. In 2, 1, and in we go and bomb now.
Okay, so we wait for the bomb call then.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Hey team, sorry mate.
Hey Logan, we're doing GvG training. Are you going to share GvG training with Socks?
No.
Cool. Come on in.
Alrighty. I've infiltrated, yes.
And sorry, Satori, if Floz forgets to call the bomb call, and it's obvious
Just
that we
drop
should be
it then.
bombing, just drop it.
Yeah. Yep. Gotcha.
Because there'll be so much shit going on, we don't want to hold
Yeah.
all the
Makes
damage
sense.
because...
Just hold it and blame Floss if we wipe. It'll be funny.
Supposed to be like, where's the damage?
So another interesting part here is like, do we think we throw Well of Darkness at this point?
Probably
Which
should
point?
be
That's
later
on the
on,
barrier
like
call?
on bomb call, because like that would be the second damage mitigation, right, for the blinds.
So you should probably hold Well of Darkness then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the bomb call
Yeah.
will be Well of Corruption. You proc your Norris proc, you go in with Shroud, and you kill shit. And then as you come out of Shroud, then you can throw Well of Darkness on them for mitigation in the next phase.
Mhm.
For the next... Yeah, that's a good point.
Yep, exactly.
So we hold
Yeah.
Well of Darkness on the initial bomb.
Okay.
So, along the same kind of line, then, how do we want to utilize barrier cooldowns? Do we want to? There's like, for example, short bow on NG, we're going to be using pretty much off cooldown because it's such a short cooldown, right? But things like function gyro, or like at least saving one charge of function gyro and bulwark gyro, are we saving that for when we feel like the next blast of damage is about to come out?
It's a 20-second cooldown bulwark gyro, 50% alacrity will put it at 18 seconds. So
16.
yeah, well, that's full alacrity, right? 16.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
So you will probably, if you throw it off cooldown, you will miss the next hollow bomb. I think it comes down to the scrapper's discretion in the sense that if we kill a hollow smith, the threat is like 33% reduced.
Yeah.
Every hollow smith that dies is back to what Late's damage was in the past, right?
Yep, correct. They have no damage as outside hollows.
So should that just mean?
I mean, except
hollows
Zerker,
are
probably.
the target.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Hollows
we were
first.
we were going to get to that soon. So
Yeah.
I mean, we may as well talk about it now. But yeah, so for the exact same reason we've just been talking about, hollows will absolutely be the target, single prior target for this GvG coming up. So Reapers, each person should be trying to find a hollow. It doesn't matter if it's the same hollow for every party. We just need to be targeting hollows because even if we don't kill them,
It just puts pressure on them, right?
it puts so much pressure on them
Yeah.
that it makes it really hard for them to use their bomb appropriately. So they might overheat at the wrong time, not in sync with the other
Guildhall,
Yeah.
please,
the
everybody.
not in sync with the other hollows. And they're just more likely to make mistakes, you know. A hollow is very squishy. So a hollow, if they're running the full berserker build, which you need to be to kind of do the damage that you see coming out of it, they'll be like 16k HP. So, you know, if a Reaper...
Spinals.
If a Reaper can almost one-shot them with Spinal, with a little bit of single focus from the Herald as well, they should die.
Now, the caveat to this is when you are single targeting as a Reaper, so we're putting it on the Reapers because the Heralds have a bit more to do at the start of the fight, right? When you single target as a Reaper, if they stealthed and you lose the single target, don't spend 10 seconds trying to find the hollow. Tab target, pick a target, that's your new target. If you have a breather,
Whoever it is.
if you have a breather, look for the hollow, but you're better off having a target than not having a target at all.
Gotcha. Copy.
We're in separate instances. Right. I don't know how to resolve
Just-
this. We can
Just
do it.
right click on flaws and join instance.
Flaw's instance might be ending, so
But
Yeah.
if you just hit that little...
If
Yeah.
enough people come here, then we'll get a big instance.
We don't have that on our map, the map ending leave button.
Yeah, we need more people. Need more people in the guild hall.
oh well. I think we can still talk about comp before we actually get into the practice side of it. Sorry if this is boring. I just think it's kind of important for us to know how everything works and fits together. So Reapers are going to be the single targeters for each of their lines. Revs, your job is to take the target the Reaper calls. So if you're in, Socks play a bit differently to Late, right? Late will cross, we re-engage. Socks will generally disengage, wait for a bit, and then veil. So into Socks, Reapers call the Hollow Smiths. We have plenty of time to pick the targets because they're running away, and then we single target the Hollows before we even get to the fight. If we can do that, and they keep the momentum of like standing back, they lose Hollows, we push. They don't lose Hollows, we push. Like,
Yeah, I mean, even then, if you down on a hollow, it takes a while for them to build that overheat bar up, so they're useless for 10
Yeah.
seconds.
The only caveat to that is if you kill a hollow immediately after they overheat, they'll actually get the overheat back faster.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the way
there's no cooldown.
yeah, exactly, it takes you back to 0 heat, so you don't have the cool off period.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, killing them is good.
Another element, just talking about vulnerabilities of the comp, is the way that we are considering running Firebrand with Permeating Wrath. If Scrappers are prevalent and Purity of Purpose is prevalent, we need to see whether or not Burning gets converted a lot into Aegis. It shouldn't matter, but if it does, we just turn the trade off and we just go more stab. But it's just another thing to think about.
Sorry, what's converting is that purity of purpose converts burning to Aegis?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Condi convert.
Oof.
Burning will
Okay.
be the highest condition we apply, the most frequent condition we apply. So it's more frequently going to be converted. However, there's a
Yep.
3-second window for a different Condi to come on, like weakness, poison, chill, blind, whatever it is. That
Yep.
purity purpose will then cleanse based on the order that it comes onto the bar. So I don't see it going to be a big issue, but if we start seeing blocks, so DPS players, if you start seeing a lot of blocks come through, just call it and we'll just turn the burning off.
I think it really comes down to whether we see scrappers or not at the end of the day. Like scrapper, I've seen quite a few of the, like, even I was watching GvGs the other day on the day that the weapons drop, and there is a lot of people running scrappers already. So there is a reasonable chance they'll start playing it. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Is the OTM open again?
Yep.
So I think we've done roles in the comp, right? So brand, stab, quickness, burns, and a bit of damage. But the damage I'm not too fussed about. I don't care if you guys are pulling big numbers. Make sure your team is alive and they've been stun broken. We get the stun breaks back from the firebrand, so that's the job of the brand, is that plus resistance. And Aegis, so it's a big part of how the brand plays. Maces are good. Book 3 is good, obviously, and Aegis does damage for us and also chips away at the enemy. It's also a big part of Hollow, because Hollow is super fucking squishy. Scrappers, barrier, heal, cleanse, super speed. Pretty self-explanatory. Yep, stealth. So the bomb kit blast, we'll get to that later. Mirage and Rennie. So Mirage, cleanse, heal, alacrity, resistance, and IOL. Rennie is there to give a lot more alacrity in that sub, and it's also, we kind of want to see how it performs as well. So have a comfort on the Rennie, and then big alac on that, and also 50% damage reduction more frequently than the Herald can provide. So it covers the kind of loss of Mirage sustain through having just fucking heaps of dwarfs. Sorry.
Obviously we're gonna want to run in squad view for IOL. Do we just like spam our Condi cleanse and assume people have conditions on them?
Good point.
Sorry,
I think
It's probably safe to assume a certain level of Condi will be constantly coming out, right?
It's true, but it's
maybe save. I reckon just save the big cleanses for like the engage kind of thing, like when we're in the thick of it.
Like Ez is talking about cleanse mantra in this instance, because the shatters you just shatter anyway whenever you need to. I think you're better off running in party view and relying on communication for the IOL call. If someone knows they're going down, it has to be there immediately. That call has to be there like instantly for the IOL to know that they have to go. Like, I'm going down, I'm single target, I'm going down, I'm down, bang, IOL's out already. Because they know that you're taking pressure.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is with cleanse as well is that that's probably something that's pretty important for the scrappers to be communicating to. Is like there is like a, one scrapper when you've not got very much cleanse left. Like you're like, okay, my fumigate's down, purge jar is down, I don't have medkit 3, and I've used shortbow 3 or something like that. Like it does become your responsibility to kind of vocalize that a bit so that your Mirage knows, hey, I need a bit of help with cleanse. Especially if they're running a squad view.
I think it's probably better for your Mirage to say that they have no cleanses. As cleanse mantra goes down, your Mirage can go no cleanse, and it's 25 seconds until you've got reliable cleanse back from the Mirage. With Rennie, it's even worse in a sense because it's only based on your dodge, right?
Ventari, you've got purifying essence, but yeah, and stuff.
Yeah, so that if you have no cleanse and you start seeing cleanse come through, like if you hear as a scrapper, if you hear your Mirage has no cleanse and you have no cleanse, you call it, because then your brand forces book 2, right?
Yep.
So
And so
0 cleanse is essentially my brand is now on the defensive, and we have to just make it work.
And so this is kind of the reason that we want to start running consistent party lines until GvG, so that you know who your scrappers, your mirages, and your brands are. So like if me and Ez are in the same line and Kronk is our brand, and Ez says no cleanse and I say no cleanse, then Kronk knows he needs to go book 2. And same with things like stun breaks. Like historically, if you've been stuck, you know, I say stun, and then Floz and Kronk both turn around and waste a stun break, like it would be much more efficient, and we'll be better with our resources if only the brand for the person who's stuck is wasting their stun break. So,
Told you we're getting sweaty.
yep.
Not here to
so-
make pancakes.
So I guess the other thing on things that you should know for your party. I don't know, Floz, what are your thoughts on the sneak gyro supply crate situation?
I think sneak gyro argument is probably fair. I think it's better.
So you will get singled in GvG. Someone, probably the Heralds or probably the Reapers, will get singled. If you notice you're taking significantly more damage than normal, like I know you DPS players know what it feels like when you're into late, please call it, because what we'll be doing is we'll be saving sneak gyro. So for the scrappers, save your sneak gyro for either Floz's call, or if someone in your party is taking a lot of damage. So say Vex is in my party, he's like, hey, I'm the single, you should use sneak gyro because that will break the target, so they won't be able to single in anymore. So that's the main use for it. The other one is if we have downs, so they've killed someone, we can stealth it so that it's harder for them to position their banner or to figure out where to consolidate and grind.
But we're not using it at the very start. We're not doing the...
I will try not to. I don't think it adds value.
Okay, so we're not doing the blast swap template stuff.
We will, but we do that with the smoke bomb instead of the sneak gyro.
Yeah, sneak gyro is not part of that rotation.
So there is a template swapping piece of the puzzle that we'll need to get to as well.
Okay.
Reaper. G-Pup, you had a question before we said we'd get to it. What was it again?
No, it was the hollow question, the priority target, which we covered.
Yeah, okay, cool.
How many games are we playing? Is it like best of 3?
Best of 7.
Best of 7, okay.
So you win 4, you win.
And then... So we'll have 7 matches in a row against late, and then a winner will be crowned, and then... Have we worked out the...
Oh, that was so mean.
The rotation of who plays what?
Yeah, I don't know how it will work from a tournament perspective. Sorry, Hammer. I don't know if it's
How
like
many-
1-1-1-1-1-1, or if it's
How many
like
teams are signed up so far?
Just 3. Just
Three.
Oscillate and Socks.
Oh, really?
And the reason I say that is, and it'll only work once, and it's a bit sneaky, I don't know if it's a bit cheeky, but, you know, all the Reapers go on Scourge builds and we all jump in and we're ready to go, and 1 second before we template swap and go stealth blasting.
Yeah, I don't remember if there was anything in the rules about setting your comp and then sticking with it before fights.
I don't think there is.
I don't think there is, actually.
You could.
Because if they'll be tab targeting and working out, oh shit, they've gone this build, that build, and that may or may not change things, but it just fucks with their...
Just as a
fucks
reference
with them, that's
point,
all.
we are scrimming late on Sunday.
Yeah.
In this comp.
Yep.
Okay, well then that's
Perfect.
null and void.
I mean, we can come in with Scourges and they go, oh, they're playing Scourge now, so Power Scrapper, Herald, Scourge.
Yeah, they won't know that the scrapper is not power.
They think they think at the moment that it's Power Scrapper.
I think Blue thought that, but I think he's going to realize, because I know that fucking
Viridian.
like his GvG
Papa.
guild, his papa has embraced heel scrapper. So
Yeah. Do we want to go through like what calls to make for each class? Like if you have no cleanse, for instance, or you've thrown your wells, that sort of thing. Actually, sorry, I've just triggered a thought. We will do that. So something that I find really helpful, especially when I'm driving, like when Kronk calls Hallowed, I throw my Hallowed. because I usually haven't used it, and then when Kronk calls it, I will use it. So I think there's probably value in kind of like a reminder, like someone who is vocal on that class, like Satoru blinds. As a Reaper, you go, alright, shit, I'm going to blind now as well. I'm going to go Shroud 2 into Greatsword 4 into Well of Darkness. Do we think that's a good approach to take as well? Like, when you call that skill, if you haven't used it, align it with the other Reaper's call, because then your bombs are going to align as well, right?
Yeah, true.
Makes sense.
So if you hear on your class a call like Hallowed or like like your Wells, Heralds don't really have one. Bulwarks, even if someone calls a Bulwark Gyro or like something like that, it's probably more pertinent just to Hallowed and Wells, really, now that I think about it. Dwarf? Maybe Dwarf?
No, I mean, the other thing, we don't want to clog comms. Like, it's good to have really good information, but like, I don't think that's really important enough to.
Yeah, agreed. So I think Hallowed and Wells, if you hear the call, use yours if you haven't used it.
Cool.
Calls for Guardies. Obviously, a Hallowed call is a great call. No Stab is fantastic. They're probably the only calls you need. No Stun Break can work as well. But yeah, Hallowed and No Stab are probably the biggest calls for a brand. Heal Scrapper, I don't think you need to, other than low cleanse, probably.
Yeah, or no barrier.
The thing is, if I hear a no barrier call and I've committed to a push, what do I do? Probably cross through, maybe. So I guess it's...
Yeah, no, you're right.
I think low
It's more
cleanse
of
is
a warning
probably
if we're about
more...
to engage.
Yeah. Mirage probably as well, low cleanse, IOL timer.
Do you want to IOL up in 10 timer?
Yeah.
Or just when it's sub, I guess.
Yeah, 10 is good.
Do we want to establish a fixed IWL order to start practicing from now on?
Good idea.
Who wants what? As Dylan?
I'm good with either. What about you, Brew? Alright, sweet.
IOL 1, Dylan.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
No pressure.
Nah.
I don't care.
We won't go down, mate. You won't have to. You won't even have to cast it.
Just don't die. It'll be fine.
So low cleanse, IOL timer. I think as well, Dylan, if you are IOL 1 and you go down, you call IOL 2. Like,
yeah.
You need to be the one to say, I don't have IOL for this instance.
Yep. No, I got that.
IOL without quickness is the same cast time as banner with quickness. If we have good comms with the way we go, I'm a single target, I'm going down, that IOL should be ready to go. It should always beat the banner, because the banner is going to be candy coming up. Candy, they have to look for the candy and then drop the banner. If you have a quickness mantra and someone goes down, so this is for the brands, use your quickness mantra if you're in one of the Mirage parties, so that the IOL 1 goes down. So I guess that's for Dylan's party, right? So that quickness mantra, if you have it, use it for the IOL. In the event that it isn't there, Dylan, you save your time warp for your IOL cast.
I am.
So time warp yourself and IOL off it.
Time warp into IOL. Yep. Nope. Can do. Is there any other way to get faster quickness or not? Time warp's the quickest one.
Time warp is the most reliable way for you to get your own quickness.
Okay.
Because if there's no quickness mantra from the brand, you just have to time warp Otherwise, you might lose to the banner race.
So does that mean whoever's brand is with Dylan or like with Ez, knowing that if you do have quick mantra, I know you push through it really quickly, but if you do, for whatever reason, have some quick mantra available to you, and someone goes down, and your Mesmer is responsible for the next res, it would probably be pretty good to get that out.
Yeah, correct.
Is it also worth opening book for as well? For the extra stab? Or just quickness?
Just quickness is fine. If you have a charge of stab mantra, you can use your own stab, distortion, that sort of stuff. Like,
yeah, fair.
For you, the IOL 1 is like your...
Yes,
that's critical. We need to get that out.
Yep.
I feel a bit bad for Darla because I don't feel like there are many calls for Darla to make other than like I've done Dwarf, I'm in Vent. I've done Dwarf, I'm in Vent. It feels like quite rotational Darla.
It is. That's the nature of Rev, to be honest.
I wonder if there's
short
like
cooldowns, rotation. Sorry.
An element of maybe then you can start tabbing for a holo. Like if we make Darla an LT or something, Jack, and then we can go, Darla can tab for a holo while he's doing his rotation.
Can do.
Because you've got spare time to look for a target.
Yep.
That might be the play.
Yeah, that's a good call.
But note that if he does a squad marker and the 2 Reapers and the other 2 parties do a party marker, could we have a scenario when everyone's going different targets?
We could. I don't mind too much about that. However, if Darla's an LT and his squad marks a holo and you're a Reaper in your party, you should go, there's a squad marked holo. I'm going to go for that.
Sure.
Fair, yeah. How do you take squad mark target?
Click it.
Is there a button?
Can't. You have to click on it.
You gotta click on it.
Or tab to it.
Gotcha.
You can't click the marker though, right?
No, as in click the character.
Yeah.
I'd like spare time.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, I wouldn't like. Yes, it's good to try and focus on the same target, but if it's going to take you like a few seconds just to try and like get the target, it's almost better just to keep attacking the holo that you're attacking, though.
True.
I think that there's merit to, even if you don't click the target that's marked, you're clicking one that's near it.
Sure.
Like it's quick to do, right? It's literally, I've clicked the next target, and I've clicked the next target. Like, it's less than a second.
Everyone got a key for tab targeting, so you can cycle through the enemy.
Yeah, I use tab.
Yeah, you have to use tab.
Do the tab.
Herald, other than the engage, what are the calls there that are needed?
I don't think there's any really.
Big dick damage going down.
I mean, that's actually
going down.
Going down.
Was it a donkey dick?
That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, donkey dick. True.
Honestly, candy calls are really good, right? Like if you know that you're about to get a kill, if you've just single targeted someone with a short bow 3 and they're off stack, just yell the candy call. I think that's a pretty important one. How do we use pulls on Reapers, actually? It's an interesting point.
Well, assume they're going to have stab on the engage.
Yep.
Do you want scepter pulls? Because that's an option. Especially if I'm looking for target.
If you're targeting and you're putting a Sep 3 on a holo to pulse weakness on them, like it might even be worth.
We weren't going to use Scepter though, were we?
No, we weren't. But if he's targeting now, it kind of makes a bit more sense to use it.
I don't know if pulls are reliable enough for a call, to be honest. It might be one of those things you just sort of fish for when posturing or on the edges or something like that, because you're going to assume that they're going to have stab most of the time when it counts.
Yeah, that's
enough.
It's more of a like as you're kind of rotating around the arena, maybe like 10
That's what I
seconds
mean, yeah,
after the big
yeah.
hit, like you've both disengaged for whatever reason. Like that's the point where they might be.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah, like when you kind of skirting the edges or circling, you kind of just fish for a pull, and if you get one, then we just capitalize on it, kind of thing. Don't know if you can really call it or plan for it.
Yeah, it kind of just has to go when the Reapers are in Greatsword, right? Like you can't align all Reapers in Greatsword at the same time perfectly. But I think an ideal usage of it would be after we bomb, we've done our Wells of Corruption, we've come out of Shroud, we throw Darkness, and then we pull. Like I feel like that point right there, like after the first 10 seconds, is probably the best spot to use it.
Because if we get 2 or 3 with a pull, then they've done something seriously wrong, and they're probably going to lose. So, yeah.
Yeah. So well timers on, let's call it. Yeah, well timers is probably good on Reapers, and then
I think just Wells and Shroud, really.
Yeah, or a big chill to the bone or something that you see.
Yeah.
I think that covers the calls for most of it. Obviously, stuck calls are important, and going down calls are also important, and so is yelling timber.
We talk about hello timing.
Did you want us to yell timber as we go down? Like,
Oh, we have to sing it though, or
going down.
it's not worth it.
If I get a big Norris pop, I'll do that.
Yeah, good.
Timber.
Talk about hallow timing.
Yep. Because on our bomb or when we cross and turn, are there any other classes going to be providing stab at that moment?
We'd probably need to stand your ground on the posture and the engage, right? So stand your ground is gone. If we turn burning off, which is probably an argument for not running burning, we can open book to give stab from that point.
Yep.
Do we need to if we're going to hallowed on the bomb? Because we should hallowed on the bomb, right?
We should, but I have a feeling if they're not going to get any downs when we go to bomb, they're probably going to reset. And I'm feeling we should have hallowed on their reset because we're going to be re-engaging straight away. Well, basically following them, right?
Yep. So then on the turn to engage, we should have stab matches from the chronos, and defense fields when we hit them. So how quickly can you bulwark, shortbow 2, 3, function gyro, defense field?
Defense field and bulwark gyro are both instant cast, so they have no cast time. You can do them whenever. The 3-2 they're both 3/4 second cast time, and function gyro is 1/4 second, so it's less than 2 seconds. You can get all of that out. So here, I'll do it without quickness on you now. 3-2 defense field, function gyro.
Yeah. So when we hit on the barrier into bomb, on the bomb call when we hit, that's when we want defense field.
The bomb call, barrier call. The bomb barrier call, like same thing, right?
Yeah. So the barrier will be a fraction of a second before the bomb call. Like we can just call it bomb, right? We're going into bomb. Healers barrier up. Heralds go for your dwarf, and then as we hit, we're going to be stationary for a little bit. This is the best time to use defense field. Defense field comes out. We get barriers. We get stab from it. They reset. We hallowed the reset. We push. I think that's a good point, Crum. Alright, so Reapers, the bomb, you only use Well of Corruption. There's no darkness. On the reset with the Hallowed call, that's when you're using darkness, right? So your bomb is Well of Corruption into Norris Shroud, kill shit. We push the reset, we throw Well of Darkness, that's our next mitigating measure, in case there's any damage like Arc Dividers, etc. that come out. We hit that, and we go hard.
Do you want to couple Greatsword 4 with darkness? For the extra blinds?
You can space them if you want to, but if we need to stack the blind, you can stack it. I'm not fussed, as long as there is a form of blind. Darkness and Nightfall are kind of interchangeable, but if you were to use just Shroud 2 as your only blind, then try to use Darkness with that. Or before you go in for a Shroud 2 or something, right?
Gotcha.
Like you
So-
go darkness into shroud, you come out of shroud, you drop nightfall after that. You got permanent blind essentially.
There's not really much point in mentioning it because Ray and Nev aren't here, but for the scrappers, because you're doing 3-2 on the engage anyway, 5 will also stun. So sorry, 3 is dark field, 2 is a blast, 5 is a blast. So you get double
that's also blind.
as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Also, when you go in with rifle on the barrier call on Mirage, when you use rifles 3 and blast it, it's weakness. So they'll have blind, weakness, and we've got prot damage reduction.
If you hear blinds go from Reapers, you can just blast that too, because probably we have dark fields on the ground already.
Yeah, but you'll be doing the Rodel on your short bow anyway. I mean, you could hold 3 if you don't need the cleanse, right? And dip out of it for a 3-2 blast in the future.
Yeah, it's just, I guess it's just being aware that 3 is a dark field, so if you are popping it down to make use of it with 2 and 5 if you're not already doing that.
Yeah. I don't want to go through each class from a priority perspective. I'll put it in a sheet because it's just going to be a waste of time for the people who aren't on that class. But I think we can either run like a 7v7 and try some of the damage out, try some of the bombs out, see how the sustain feels. And then we can practice the stealth blast next Thursday.
Sure.
And do that for like maybe an hour, and then do some World v World afterwards. I think that's probably.
It doesn't really make sense to do it without Nev and Ray here anyway.
Yeah. So
The
let's
only
see what
scrapper
we
on
got.
GvG here.
We've got a little bit of a stonky Mirage gang going on.
It's allegedly
So-
blue inside our keep in World v World.
I can switch back.
No, it's cool. Just give me a sec. We'll go Vex in here.
Why does the rifle ambush not give a leg? What is this?
It's a big
Because
heal. It's juicy.
They hate. It's not even that big. It's because they hate Mirage.
Scammed. It's an alright heal.
Could I bring up one more thing for Alice?
Pretty sure just 2 does like almost exactly the
Yeah.
same amount of heals. 3 does more heals.
Go, Kronk.
I'm just going to suggest on the turn and bomb, if we, for whatever reason, if some of us go down, that's probably a good time for us to use Hallowed on our downs. In that instance. So if we go in, turn bomb, we don't go down and they reset, then we Hallowed on them. But if one of us goes down for whatever reason, then we need to probably use Hallowed on
Recover it.
in that
Yeah, I
instance.
agree with that. Yep, good point. Like I said, mate, honestly, a lot of my hallowed grounds that I've been throwing recently have been when you've called hallowed ground.
Cool. Alright, well, I'll keep calling them out then.
We're gonna go save our keep.
How many blues?
I'll ask.
Five.
Taken.
I already. Tragic.
Looks like dead. They've taken mags as well.
Yeah, get more value out of doing this then.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, if I sit, Logan, I'm also going to ask you to sit as well. Satoru skews that a little bit.
You don't need to sit, just be an agent of chaos. Run in your own line.
Oh, sorry. You want me to switch?
No, I don't want you to switch. I want you to stay as it is.
Shouldn't we be doing 5s? I know that means some people misses out, but if we're not in party of 5s, then it's not the same, mate.
That's true.
You can do a freeway.
Yeah, I'm happy
2
to sit
parties
down,
of 5 and a party of 4.
There's not 3 teams, so
Tragic.
I do wanna see All right, let's do this. Dylan and Ez, you guys will swap accordingly. But party 4, can we sit out this round? Satori, if you wanna fight, please hop on a Reaper or a Herald, and we'll swap you as well. But can party 3 go to? Sorry, let me just see which people are in party 3. Krieger. Party 3 go blue. Party 2 go
Whoa.
red.
Strong.
So what we want to practice is obviously as you guys hit, you want to try and bunker the barrier and then bomb. So you're going to have Wells of Corruption going out. You're going to try and hit that bomb. I want Reapers to try and find the singles. Heralds on the engage. You lead with Dwarf. And I want to see what the limitations are, right? Like, does it take too long to charge Mantra for the Flock Relic? Does the damage mitigation take too long for us to then get into damage for the bomb, etc.?
Probably be.
Snake, you're over here. On blue.
Wait, so Harold starts in Dwarf or starts in...
We need
Glint.
our firebrand.
You'll still start in Glint, but once we actually clash, you just need to make sure that you're in Dwarf and using Ride of the Great Dwarf. So you still wanna be in Glint for the facets so that we've got some boons kind of pre-stacked as we are doing the posturing and shit.
Yeah, so you'll glint for facets, and then you'll swap on the bomb to Dwarf, and then you'll Ride of the Great Dwarf. First thing you do is you swap in.
If we want locked be just before we just after the cross, probably better to start with Heal Mantra charge.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yes, yep.
Any
So
other
it's-
querios?
So he's starting in rifle then as well.
You probably want to start in staff.
Yeah,
you wanna
ambush or
lead-
lag, and then swap straight to rifle.
Correct, yeah. So you want to have
Yeah.
probably a Chaos Armor proc before you go in. And then it's going to last a lot less time after the patch, so you want to probably hit F2 as you go. So as you tap Heal Mantra, Rifle 5, you'll generate a clone by doing Heal Mantra.
Yeah.
And then you can F2 off that for another Chaos Armor.
We'll mention it again closer to time, but it is important to remember for GvG that you can't boon pre-stack, so please don't use your boon abilities until at least 5 seconds before we start. So don't use your facets, don't use alacrity, don't use anything until at least 5 seconds before we start, because otherwise we'll just get disqualified.
Does that include the Reaper Shroud?
Nah, Shroud is allowed.
So yeah, profession-specific skills. So Heat for Hollows and Shroud for Reapers is fine.
That's fine. Okay.
So is Alacrity, but yeah, we'll just play it no boons until 5 seconds beforehand. We'll start at 1:15.
Oh, hold on, I was
Vex, I ain't cleansing you. Get your ass back here.
Get out of here.
bobblehead for the homies, but okay, I'll keep it for us then.
You got 5 seconds, Vex. Looks
Oh,
like you
we're
got
gonna
some
have
freeze
food
time
and
boots
wheels,
there, mate.
or
Nah, we'll go with that food for now. It's
Go, we'll go at 1 minute. We'll go at 1 minute.
Thanks, Vex.
All right, you can do
Yeah.
facets.
Start.
In you go. Have a biff.
Oh, somebody got CC'd.
Mines.
Andy?
There's no IOL in party 2, sorry. I forgot about that.
It's awfully quiet, huh?
Cool. Jeej.
Very quiet, huh?
Do we need the IOL?
I mean,
Let's do 3 each, and then we can swap in like Satoru and Ez in.
I think you're still on Leah, by the way, Dollar.
Sorry, say again?
I think you're still on Leah instead of Kara.
Sorry, I'm still on...
Leah. Relic of Leah
yes.
instead of Karakosa.
Yes.
GPAT wants to sit. Yep. Story, you're in on blue team.
It's alright, I was on Relic of the Defender. So
Who? Oh, Vex. Okay, because I had it on the wrong person. Okay, cool.
Remember,
And
guys,
I forgot to target.
if you're singled, call your singles so that the sneak jar can come in, etc. Yep, do the targets. Alright, we'll go at 4 minutes. Boogie. Just fucking send it. So that barrier there's a touch early, Loz.
CC to fuck.
Dude, there is an insane amount of Condi output here. Bro, I've like no fucking cleanse.
Pick those targets, guys. Find the target, and then heralds take it.
Sorry, there is no hollow in the enemy team.
The Reapers are the targets, if not
Sorry,
hollow.
yeah, I'm an idiot. Like, where's the hollow? Where's the hollow?
How does the cleanse feel in sub 3?
Yeah.
In Lawson and Dylan sub? How's your condies?
You can say it. You won't hurt my feelings.
No, I'm slacking on mine, so I'm not sure. I'm just like, fuck, this is so many mantras to handle now. I've got recovery, concentrate,
Right.
and I have to be like, okay, Alexa only through staff, dog.
Did you feel like you had lots of Condis on you though, or no?
No, but did you? Okay. No, I thought it was alright.
Dude, the one ours was, I had like a fucking full line of Condis.
Yeah,
I jumped off of Vix when I had a bit of Condis though, so.
So it's a bit tricky that there's no IOL in that first sub, right? So you're not gonna be able to see what the res looks like. But yeah, I think the cleanse from the Rennie sub is something that we need to watch. And I'm not saying it's your fault though. I'm just saying it's the slots.
Yeah.
Nature, right?
Yeah, I can only cleanse every 10 seconds or so.
Yeah, and by dodging.
Yeah.
Or using Star 4, but like really, do you then just camp Ventari and just use Purifying Essence sort of shit? It's like that's where we have to limit test it. Let's go at 1:15.
Target identified.
Good barrier.
Oh my god, the CCs. Oh, candy. Huge candy.
Yeah, we're not getting 3 people up.
Nice, GG.
Satori, are you on comp
There you
build
go,
or
Liz.
greedy build?
No, it's the
He's on
comp
blue
build.
team.
Cool.
Cool. Ez, you wanna jump in?
Wish Arc DPS was working. Would really
Should
help.
be good on Sunday.
The cleanses
Sunday?
there
Okay.
looked pretty good on P3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were.
I didn't feel pressured.
Yeah, I camp my elixir gun a little bit more. I get out of it too quick, and I know I panic and I get out of it, and I know I need to kind of stay in it more for that.
It's good to try and space the E-gun and the Purge Jar out a little bit as well.
Definitely. The other thing to note is that the shortbow 3s are 2 cleanse, but then if you use another like 2, 4, or 5 inside of it, it becomes a 4 cleanse instead of a 2 cleanse. So,
that's way too much to remember.
Yeah.
Just press shortbow 3, then 2.
3, 2. Gotcha.
And 4, 5, I think, is the play, right?
Yep. Okay.
4,
3,
5 is the combo, and
4,
3, 2.
5. Right. And now I've just wasted them. That's fine. What?
We'll go at 4 minutes. Then, Darla, we'll go 2 more from your side, and I'll put Dylan into your spot, just to see what the cleanses look like. I just want to look. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we should be leading with facets here. Find the target.
Okay. Ham's low, Ham's down, Candy.
Alright, GG.
Beep-up want to jump in?
Yeah, sorry, back. Yep.
Cool.
If they don't have a hollow, is the priority the Herald or a Zerka?
Zerka
Any
or
DPS probably, right?
Yeah, Zerka, Reaper. Probably not Spellbreaker. If you land on a Spellbreaker, like sit it for a bit, but try and find a different DPS, because Spellies have a lot of iframes.
Jump in, JPUP.
You're red.
How about if you land at a brand?
The other thing, well, it depends if they're Minstrel or Selly.
They'll be Minstrel, but you want to try and find the DPS players.
Yeah, I mean, if yeah.
If there's a DPS Willbender, definitely take that as target as well.
Gotcha.
Alright, we'll go 230. 5 seconds. Go facets up. So we're moving in, we're going forward, we're going to push in 2, 1 for a bomb. So barriers here as well. Good, take the single heralds.
Keep up slow. Candy. I'm low. Good.
Alright, Jeej. Call it there. Right, so then, Dylan, if you want to go in for Darla. The cleanses are a lot better than Darla.
Yeah,
a lot better.
I was just doing more detonations. That's all. More dodges, more detonations. I put put energy sigils in both weapons instead of just one.
Okay, good. Good change.
Ammo, you want sub?
No, you go.
Alright.
Have a few more.
G-Pop. Yeah, cool. So then Darla's with me, and Dylan's over there. You can either
Scrappers don't
personal
give
target
any
brand or your scrapper.
alack any. Scrappers don't alack at all?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's go at 30 seconds. We got some spectators.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 30 seconds, sorry.
My sock spectators.
Target bomb.
Here we go.
I'm single.
Target.
I'm single. I'm stuck.
Sneak jar. Call those blinds.
Down. Down. Candy. Big
I'm
clock.
up. I'm down.
Alright, Alright, GG.
I'm down. Shit,
Remember,
sorry.
call those IOLs as well, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not IOLing people. If you guys don't call it, it's just not coming out.
Fair. It's a good call.
Yeah, it's fair.
I don't know what was different then to the other run.
The cleanse diff between Rennie and Mirage feels very substantial, by the way.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's, again, it's
Not
surprising.
surprising.
Yeah. Not a player thing at all, it's just a class.
Yep.
I don't want to put Darla on Mirage though. Fucking go, hey Darla, play
Mirage.
Scrapper. Hey Darla, play Rennie. Hey Darla, play. Can you multi-box, please, Darla?
I'm not going to be able to Mirage. I don't mind switching back to Scrapper. I'm not going to be able to Mirage in time.
I think it's
Darla
fine
just
with 2 Mirages and a Rennie. It's like different.
You
when it's
okay
like,
going? Plus, like, you have 2 spies.
They've already seen enough, probably.
Yeah.
They've seen the comp.
Plus, yeah. Are you starting with Mantra of Resolve already charged, bro, or do you charge
No,
it?
I'm
Okay.
trying to charge it. It's not. It takes ages, but the first charge is like.
Yeah, it's 13 from self, right?
I think
Yeah.
we can wrap it up there. I don't want to give them more footage than they already have. Gives them more time to analyze. Do we want to all just come over to this side of the arena and look at them, and then use like a costume transformer to transform into a
Lower them
slugling
all?
and or some sort of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I miss being a subling. That's-
To be fair, we've seen how many different iterations of builds we've been trying.
True.
Oh, we should just go do like put like druids on and stuff, and
Yeah, everyone quick change elites back.
yeah.
I've been on Scourge ever since I saw them.
Not just
I'll
a change,
go.
but we need to have a fight afterwards.
I'll go
Yeah,
power
good call.
scrapper. I don't know how to play it, but then I don't have to leave.
All right. Let's go back into the same subgroups that we had and be ready for another biff, another 5v5.
But are we just doing randoms, or are we just doing our what?
Just do whatever the fuck. Just have a fight on specs that aren't
Okay.
the actual build.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, Celestial Vindicator, bring it!
We could always just go to the guild hall if we really could, but
Yeah, I think we'll stop after this, and then we'll have a look to see if there are any like critical vulnerabilities we feel from what we just experienced, and then we can see how it is, when March comes around, to see if we can either like execute them out or if we have to comp them out.
Alright.
All right,
let's
let's go at 150. Who's calling my target?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop my worm.
Follow incoming!
Oh, he got fucking
Ouch!
Don't do this, a
fun,
hollow incoming.
They're gonna be like, oh my god, their comp sucks.
We have to do one more. We have to do one more like this, and then we can call it.
Tragic.
So yeah, Darla, energy sigs. Do they
Yep.
help?
I thought, well, I was dodging more because.
Good.
So, I tend to camp Mace, but I switch to Staff for the CC. Especially if someone's down, then I just Staff 5 through everyone who's there. Just, whack them and then go straight into the rotation there.
Yeah, and that's just. I think your rev knowledge is better than mine. I look at it more on paper anyway, right? So when I was playing it, I was camping Mace as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I was barely using anything else because I just wanted to blast because it was fun.
So yeah, Mace is probably better overall with Carcosa than Staff, but Staff 5 is an unparalleled CC.
Yeah, agreed. See, the thing is, we wanted to run it as Words of Censure so that we could CC and get healing from it, but you lose too much cleanse. Well, you lose prot in that sub, so you might actually be able to get away with Words of Censure.
Words of
It's the cleanse, man, I think will be a problem. Otherwise.
Yeah, but the cleanse competes with the blind.
You're in the wrong party, Flaws.
Oh yeah. The cleanse and the blind compete rather than the cleanse and the thingy. You can jump in, by the way, Logan, if you want to fight. We're just memeing.
Yeah, jump in.
4:45.
Yep. It's the time I leave work. Look at Vex back here on his short bow. GG.
I like how I put it down my traps and we went nowhere fucking near them.
I'm sorry, Lawson.
I'm on the receiving end of.
I don't
Being on the
know.
receiving end of Vex and Satoru's single targeting wasn't fun. I'll tell you that right now.
Fuck off.
Okay, we can jump to like EBG or something, see if there's any stuff we want to do, or we can, yeah, we can just like do a little PPT while we run around and debrief from the briefing. Anything that people notice just in that little biff that oh, just big fucking truck has just rocked up outside.
Alak is poo.
Celestial Renegade went quite well.
Is the Alak not good as?
I mean, we don't have arc DPS to be sure, but you spend a lot of time out of staff. Like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine Alak is any good at all.
So the way I'm thinking about it is that each staff roto, with the Vigor Shatter, you should get 3 dodge charges out of it.
3.
So the first one you won't. The first one you definitely won't, right?
Yeah, so you sit for a long time at the start of the fight without any Alak.
So on the first staff engage, so you charge mantra. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud of how to theorize it. You charge mantra at the start of the fight. You go in. First cross, you'll dodge auto, and then you're pretty much swapping off that point, aren't you?
Mhm.
Can you just dodge again, and then swap with energy sig, and then you can go barrier from that. So you could probably get 2 on the first engage. If you run energy sig on the rifle as well, it probably gives you enough capability to be able to then dodge in the back end.
I got a dip as well, Chisel.
Oh, good. Thanks,
Cheers,
Vex.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
My Guild Wars has crashed and I can't reconnect, so that's a thing.
Is there no other way to get any Alak out of it, or is it just the
Not if we're
dodges?
running Mirage, it's just dodge.
Yeah, because the Chrono Lack is shit.
And how much Alak you apply does depend on how many clones you have up. Which in World v World is obviously not many.
With Chrono or with Mirage?
With Mirage.
Really?
Yes. You get longer Alak with more clones.
So you want to be...
Really?
Mhm.
Where does that come from?
The clones themselves.
The clothes themselves.
Oh, because they have ambush attacks. Yeah, true, true.
Only if you run Infinite Horizon, right?
Yeah, but that's the only way you can get Alak.
No, you can get it through Mirage, man. So hang on. Oh, you're not in the game, are you? You crashed.
No, I'm stuck out.
So Mirage Mantle is the middle trait, and then Infinite Horizon is the capstone. But we're taking Sand Shards instead. But if you're saying that,
I mean, I don't know for sure if it works the same way in World v World as it does in PvE, but in PvE, the more clones you have, when you dodge, the more alack you give.
Yeah, I don't think it functions the same. We just tried it. It didn't look like it increased.
But are the clones actually? They need to be attacking to use their ambush skill, right?
Yep.
Hang on, I did it and it didn't summon a clone because I'm an idiot.
That would be 100% be worth taking over the burn strip from Sand Shards, right? If that's the case.
Yeah, I don't think it's the case.
And it just can't give Mirage good things, it seems.
Nah, that's not the case.
It gives Mirage good things and then it takes them away.
True.
You just got riflettes. What are you talking about?
Oh no.
I stand by what I said.
Just from
Rifle
Wiki,
ambush is actually trash.
according to Wiki, they only ambush if you also use Deceptive Evasion from dueling.
Well, you got Infinite Horizon, so when you gain Mirage Cloak, your illusions also gain it. Which means that they should... Yeah. So your illusion does it as well, but it doesn't give you...
No, like the alack comes from you,
Yeah.
but the more you have, it's kind of like with Chrono Shatters. The more clones you have, the longer your quickness / alack lasts. But with clones, it's on with Mirage, it's on the dodge.
3 clones takes it from 4.5 to 6 seconds. So it does, I just don't know where it comes from. Which is really weird.
Welcome to Mirage. Yeah, I can't get back in the game.
Tragic.
Really, really odd. So that's with that Infinite Horizon trait. It doesn't work without Infinite Horizon, but you go from essentially with food, with buffs, you're on a 5-second alack time when you have regen for each dodge versus a 6-second if you do it with 3 clones. It doesn't scale linearly.
They only give you 1 second more for 3 clones. That's fucked.
No, it should all scale with your boon duration.
Yeah, I get 6 seconds with 3 clones, and I get 4.5 at the moment with 1. Wow, with 0, sorry.
You got food and oils on?
I do not have food and oils on. I have oil on. I don't have food.
And you're
But
in
like
with
it's a moot point anyway, because you're never gonna have that many clones up in a fight.
Yeah, but you can frequently get 1 and possibly 2.
Less so without Scepter.
Yeah, you have to use like clone 2, heal mantra, and then dodge as you do that.
You'll then have to ambush attack as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the dodge.
Yeah. Okay, yep.
It's definitely a harder build to play than Chrono, I think.
So like it's just really weird to me that the Chrono boon duration is so much lower than it seems like it used to be.
Yeah, I was only
It
hitting
seems
20%,
strange.
and so is
That's
Dylan
crazy.
running in logs.
They've really dicked over Mirage the last few months.
Yeah, but the Chrono boon duration,
Yeah,
alack duration, seems really short.
They've really dipped over fucking Mesmer. Full stop. Except for fucking Virtuoso. Power DPS Virtuoso win was?
In outnumbered comp. got it. It's all yours.
And if we end up going into a bunker meta, which we might, maybe.
Isn't most of her choice so projectile though?
Yeah, power DPS
Unblockable
Mirage is what I'm thinking for that comp.
Hmm.
I think you can. Hang on, I'll stream my screen. I think you can maintain decent alack. So I'll do the 10-second outside of thingy. We'll wait for that to come up. Look, it's Jack.
Hmm?
Little rabbit.
What?
You're a rabbit. So, let's say we're moving in for an engage. I'm going to do chaos and charge this. We dodge through them. We go again. And then I hit the barrier. Cancel my fucking...
As Scrappy, you really don't want to accidentally be in your staff mace. You can't get out of it. It's almost it would almost be a good idea to not even equip it, so that can't happen. Like right now, for some reason, I'm in staff mace and I'm kind of stuck in it.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to